Temperatures begin to climb. We have WESH 2 Spencer Tracy live with how people are trying to beat the heat this weekend. But we begin with first warning meteorologist Cam Tran. And Cam, these temperatures have you tracking impact weather for our afternoon.
Yeah, and the impact weather isn't just for this afternoon, but over the next several afternoons. In fact, you can see we do have a heat advisory in effect for all of Central Florida, highlighted in the red there. And that's because we are looking at feel-like temperatures as high as 110 this afternoon, starting at noon all the way through about 7 o'clock tonight. But it's not just today. This is going to be a prolonged heat event, unfortunately, here for Central Florida. So we are expecting impact weather today through Wednesday because of this dangerous stretch of heat. We're talking about over the next couple days, feel like temperatures climbing as high as 115, especially tomorrow afternoon and Tuesday afternoon. Those are the 2 days where the actual air temperature will be the hottest of this week. So I want to get you prepared not only for today, but as you head back to work this week as well. First warning radar as it's doing its sweep, not tracking a single drop of rain, and that's going to be likely the case as we go throughout much of the day today. Rain chances really low. I only have a 10% chance of rain in the forecast today. The big weather story really will be the heat. As we take a look at your 12-hour forecast, again, that yellow impact icon giving you a big heads up of when we'll see the hottest temperatures of the afternoon and only a 10% chance of rain to cool us down. I'll show you which areas are already under extreme heat watches for tomorrow. Coming up.
The extreme now is 7:09. Right now, let's get things over to first warning meteorologist Cam Tran, who's tracking the tropics. And Cam, we're not expecting any major development for the next few days.
That's right. Thankfully, in the National Hurricane Center says over the next 7 days, things are pretty quiet in the Atlantic Basin. So that is good news for us here locally and across the area. Here locally, we are going to be dealing with just really scorching heat. Here's a look at our heat risk for today. You see many spots in Central Florida in the purple indicating extreme heat risk, which is the highest level of heat risk that the National Weather Service indicates. We're also looking at most Central Florida under level 4 out of 5 heat risk today as well. So heat's going to be really a concern this afternoon and for the next several days. Those feel like temperatures this afternoon when you step outside will be anywhere between 104 to as hot as 111 today. So if you're going to spend any time outdoors, make sure you stay hydrated, find shade whenever you can. And if you think today and tomorrow are hot, expect even hotter temperatures for your back to work Monday. If you thought yesterday and today were hot, it gets even hotter tomorrow. In fact, an extreme heat watch has already been issued for Flagler and Marion counties because feel like temperatures tomorrow in these locations could climb as high as 115. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this actually gets extended for more areas in Central Florida tomorrow. So we are looking at a pretty rare prolonged heat event here in Central Florida. I'll show you the reason behind all this coming up.
Seems like a lot of stress in the moment, but a great story to tell after the fact, right?
I know. They can probably laugh about it now, but I'm sure at the time it was probably not fun.
Probably not fun. You know what else isn't fun? This heat.
Yeah. It's just, there's just no words. Like, a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, it's so hot. If you thought yesterday was hot, today's going to be hotter, and it gets even hotter this week. You can't, it's just hard to fathom that it could get hotter, but it does. And I'll show you which areas will be actually under extreme heat watches in a second. But today we have a heat advisory in effect for all of Central Florida, is highlighted here in the red. And that's because this afternoon, especially between the hours of noon and 7, that heat index, which is the actual air temperature combined with the humidity, could climb to as high as 110 to 111 this afternoon. So that is very dangerous heat. That type of heat really takes a toll on the body. So around 4 o'clock, it's going to feel like 106 in Sanford, 104 in Orlando, 109 in the Villages this afternoon, 110 in Ocala. Even our coastline locations going to feel like the low triple digits, like 107 in Palm Coast, 103 Daytona Beach. So if you're heading out to the coast to cool down, it's going to be sizzling hot there as well. And we're looking at even hotter weather tomorrow. We're looking at a high of 99 degrees tomorrow on Monday, 98 on Tuesday, 97 the high on Wednesday. So we have that yellow icon giving you a big heads up. This impact weather, it's sticking around. And in fact, some areas, including Marion and Flagler counties, are under an extreme heat watch for tomorrow because we could see those feel like temperatures climb as high as 115 tomorrow afternoon in these locations. I'll be honest, likely this is going to be extended to more parts of Central Florida, but that's just to give you an indication that 1, this heat is sticking around, and 2, it's going to get even hotter as we head back to work this week. Satellite and radar showing clear and dry skies as we kick off your Sunday morning. This afternoon, we could see an isolated pop-up shower if you're lucky, mostly for interior locations right along I-4 on westward. Otherwise, most locations are going to stay dry today. I only have a 10% chance of showers in the forecast for this afternoon. So it's going to be tempting to head out to the coast. Not a bad idea. Just keep in mind the current risk is on the moderate side today, and even the water temperature is quite warm, hovering right around the low 80s, surf running around 1 foot. And we are looking at, again, temperature is pretty hot even along our coastlines. Live look outside from our tower camera network. It's a beautiful morning in Ocala where you're looking at clear skies out by the tourist district. Plenty of sunshine in New Smyrna Beach. Look at that beautiful sunrise shot. And Port Canaveral, the shot courtesy of our friends Rusty at the port. We're looking at a nice start to the day where we're currently at 79 in Titusville, 76 right now in the city, beautiful, and 79 in Leesburg. High pressure in control. That's the reason why it's going to be so hot the next several days. As we head into about midweek, finally on Wednesday, we do have this little area disturbed weather that's going to weaken that ridge of high pressure and also allow for some more rain to move into the forecast. That'll help cool us down just slightly as we head towards the end of the week. So here's again a look at your Central Florida certified most accurate forecast. We are looking at dangerous heat today through Wednesday. Higher rain coverage late week on Thursday will allow those temperatures at least to drop slightly into the mid 90s. We'll have your morning sports coming up on the other side of the break.